What's up YouTube, this is Collect Pokemon, and today we want to talk about Shining Legends. So in one of your one of you guys commented that you want me to talk about Shining Legends, and here I am talking about Shining Legends. I think a while back I did make a video on Shining Legends, but here we have a 2021 update of Shining Legends. Now, there's two things that I really want to revisit. The first thing is to talk about the sealed products. The second thing are the PSA graded cards. Now, the sealed products, we haven't seen much movement. It's quite a stable growth, but the movement are not as jumpy as other sets like Evolution, for example. The sealed products in this Shining Legends set includes a lot of the figure box, so the Zorak GX boxes. These were quite playable cards back then. The Shining Legend Elite Trainer box, the Ultra Premium Collection in the US version as well as the UK version. The US version has the figure and everything is a huge box, and the UK version has a smaller packaging but with the same promo cards. And then there's the Pikachu pin and then the Raichu collection boxes. There's a number of products. Now, the nature of Shining Legends is that there is a huge print run. Shining Legend has one of the larger print run as compared to Hidden Fates or even Generations. So it was released at a time when Pokemon was booming, kind of like now. It was actually released after Burning Shadow, which everyone was hyped for the hyper rare Charizard, and then there was the Guardians Rising, which is riding off the evolution growth. So Shining Legend came at a time when everything was hyped, everything was going up. The market was great. They printed and printed and printed a lot of them. They printed so much that the European version was actually allowed into the US for them to order because there was just too much in Europe, and the Europe is not selling it, so they shipped it back to US to sell it. And that the Elite Trainer box, they had so many waves that in the end some distributors were actually they reduced the price so that they can sell quickly of those Elite Trainer boxes. So yeah, Shining Legend was a huge set. It was a set that was printed pretty much to the ground. I would say it was printed pretty much to the ground, and I would say that it was crazy. I mean, it's definitely more than Champion's Path from what I kind of feel it is. So if people are saying that Champion's Path, the Elite Trainer box has been printed a lot and waves, and it's not a good set, and price is going to fall, it's going to crash, I don't believe any of that. Okay, so what I want to say is that Shining Legend, let's get back to Shining Legend, was printed so much that a lot of people just kind of left it there. There's still a lot lying around, but the problem with that is the difficulty it is to grade. And because of that, that is why I do believe that the Shining Legend sealed products are not going up in price as quickly as the other sets. It's because that the supply is still quite a large number of supply, but the grading difficulty comes into play. Now, the obvious difficulty to grade is the Lugia as well as the Celebi. Lugia, it comes from the promotional boxes, the premium boxes, and a lot of them are damaged because of the plastic packaging of those boxes. And so that, from the PSA records, we can only see that, around 26% of them were actually graded a 10. Now, with that said, Celebi, it comes in the same box, but and the difficulty to grade is relatively similar. But currently, Lugia is double the price of a PSA 10 Celebi. And why I think that this is happening is just because Lugia is a more popular Pokemon than Celebi. But like any other sets or any other cards that is in a set, because they're both shining, I do believe that Celebi will continue to rise in price, matching up to Lugia, because simply of the difficulty to grade. And I believe that when more and more people find out about the set, and when more and more people learn about the set, these are the cards that they're chasing. Remember, anything under $1,000 is considered to be cheap in Pokemon. People are more than willing, more than happy to spend something less than $1,000 just to collect these cards. Now, the question is, why hasn't these cards shoot up even further? Well, the first thing is that popularity. I feel like that people are not looking as far back as Shining Legends just yet. People are still living in the moment of the Shiny Star V. They're still living in the moment of Champion's Path. A lot of them are really focused on trying to get that $700 Champion's Path Shiny Charizard V PSA 10 or the V Max PSA 10, because those are the cards that they're more familiar with. Those are the cards that they feel like, hey, they've seen it go up in price or go down in price. So I do believe that as more and more people learn about the market, as they've discovered that there are these older cards, older sets that are quite nice, quite collectible, they would start looking into it. It's just because that, to them, Shining Legend is still relatively, far back, that they don't actually have a memory of what or when it occurred. But I think with that said, the difficulty to grade these cards will make it very sought after in the future. I mean, we did see a bit of a jump in Shining Legend, and then it kind of stagnated there for a while. And I think that is the reason why, because a lot of people are so caught up with the ultra modern products that they oversee some of these, and they would also realize that even though Charizard is the card to collect, Charizard is the card to invest, there are also a lot of other investment opportunity in some of the other cards, and not to mention collectability. Yeah, so I do feel that these cards is likely to rise further up in price. With that said, all the other Shinings are hovering at the price range of $100 to $200, something along that line. The Mew is always the highest one, but the Mew also has huge population. So I think Mew is gonna sit there for a while before moving up or anything like that. But all the other Shining Legends cards are likely to catch up, or they're likely to slowly catch up. This is the thing about set card. If you have cards are released in sets, chances are one or two of them will shoot up quicker than the other one. But it doesn't mean that the other one will not go up. Now, I always like to compare with the Munch Pikachu set, or the Screen Pikachu set. The first card that actually went up was the Mimikyu. Mimikyu was, because of its rarity, its difficulty to get, it was very high up in price. And then Pikachu, due to its popularity, kind of caught up. And now that Psyduck, because of the difficulty to grade, it went up as well. Eevee, with similarly difficulty to grade, a little less difficult than Psyduck, but more difficult than the Rowlet, is also going up in price. So what we can see is that if one card in a set is doing well, chances are all the other cards in the set will be pulled up by that one card, because collector wants to complete the set. So from what I would see is that with the high price in Lugia and the moderate price in Mew, Celebi, will be the card that goes up next in price. And then later on, we're going to see other cards like Rayquaza, which is due to popularity, will go up. And looking at Volcanion and Genesect, it's the least popular Pokemon in that set, or yeah, I think so. So those are likely to go up the slowest, but what it means is that it's not bad of a time to buy these sort of cards if you guys can find it at a low price. I still remember buying a lot of the PSA 10 of the Volcanion and Genesect at around $50 US, and now, I mean, that was like 2 or 3 months ago. Yeah, and now it's easily double the price already. So I would say that Shining Legends, if you guys were to buy it, I would not buy the raw card. I would not buy the sealed products just to open it for these cards, because it's actually not that easy to open these Shining Pokemon. And even if you opened it, the quality might not be as good. So what I'm actually looking at currently is to look at the PSA 10 graded version of it. Well, actually, I do have some at PSA, but I'm just waiting for it to get back. And trust me, the Lugia is actually very hard. I have around 18 Lugias, and I think that I was only able to pick 6 that I could send off to PSA because of just how horrible the copy is, how horrible the condition is. So that is pretty much that for the Shining Legends. But yeah, I'm actually still trying to get more Celebes, so don't push the price up yet, okay? I still need to buy some more Celebes, okay? So that's pretty much that. Remember to hit the like, subscribe, and oh, by the way, yesterday's video, I think I posted up on my website that the character rare SM11B in the Japanese I'm selling the box break, so you guys can go check it out if it's still in stock. If not, then we should still have the Tag Team All-Star still in stock. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. This is Collect Pokemon. Bye bye.